Christy Reekin from the AP. James, what does it mean to you, and what is the mindset now that y'all are one win away from reaching the finals?
For us, nothing changes. You know, we just take game by game, possession by possession, try to compete our butts off, and give ourselves the best chance. We've been doing it since game one, and nothing changed for us.
KKVI out of Dallas. Guys, you know the saying, it's more than just basketball. Can you talk about that moment before the game tonight, sharing the moment of silence for Santa Fe?
Yeah, man, it's extremely emotional. What those kids had to go through, we can only imagine how devastated they were, and just to be in that position. So we wanted to come out and give them light, give them, put smiles on their face and kind of clear their minds a little bit. But it's just a lot of crazy stuff that goes on in this world that, we just got to be better.
One for both of you. James, Mark Schwartz, ESPN. As a great scorer, when you watch Chris Paul operate against the shot clock as it runs down, explain just the degree of difficulty, not only of some of the shots, but of working against the clock in those situations.
That's the most difficult shots you can imagine. From the shot clock to Game 5 in the Western Conference Finals, over taller defenders. But he's been doing it all year long, and he just manages to get those shots off and make big plays. That's he was built for it.
For Eric, he limped off with the hamstring injury, and we don't know if he can play for the rest of the series. Mike said you'll be our playmaker if Chris can't make it. Are you ready for a role of that nature?
Yeah, well, my role doesn't change,
Right.
Whether I start or whether I come off the bench. It's all about being aggressive and being a playmaker. So I'm always ready.
Adam Spillane, Sports Radio 610. James, at this point of the series, you've played them so much, you know them so well. Just how tough is it to run the offense that you've been running for most of the year? Does it just feel like, for both sides, that you just know everything that they're going to do and they know what you're going to do?
Yeah, it's about who can get the stops and get the easy buckets. I think most of their points, or a lot of their points, were in transition. They're trying to do a pretty good job of as we score, we take bad shots or we turn the ball over. They're trying to push the basketball. So, two really good teams, especially defensively, and then offensively, whoever makes the plays.
James, Brian Smith, Houston Chronicle. These last two games have been tight, come down to the last minutes, defense heavy, slower than expected. How tough is your guys' mental toughness right now as a team? I mean, again, you've been building toward this type of mentality for the last 2 or 3 years.
We're showing it. We're showing it. I mean, can't explain it. Can't talk about it. We just go out there and show it. We don't. We've been having that motto all year. We don't really talk a lot. we go out there and play hard and prove people wrong. I mean, that's all we can do up to this point as well. Game 6, we know the atmosphere. We know how crazy it's going to be. We know what's at stake. But, we're going to go out there and just go and shoot our shots. And if they fall, they fall. That's a bonus. But defensively, if we lock in like we've been doing, yeah, we got a chance.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. James, obviously you're not shooting the three ball the way you usually do. Is there anything
I'm not.
Slight. I'm being kind. Anything you feel?
Who cares? Nah.
Nothing
Nothing I
mechanical
feel.
or anything?
Nothing. I'm just missing shots. But we're winning, and I'm trying to compete on the defensive end and do other things to, help my team win. But if we got a guy like Eric Gordon making shots, and being aggressive, who cares?
This is for both of you guys, James and Eric. Kim Davis from Chalk Talk. Can you talk more about that? All season long, you've been talking about your defense, and that's kind of the key to this game, to this team. Both teams, both shooters, a lot of shots didn't fall. Can you talk about just the impact that defense has?
Yeah. Both teams are playing, their guys heavy minutes. So shots won't fall or not, whatever, who cares. But I think, whoever can, buckle down and get stops consecutively and create opportunities with their defense, is going to win. Is going to win or have a chance in winning games. And the last 2 games we've done that.
Yeah, you can't forget. I mean, we're a veteran team. We just know what to do. We know what it takes to win. We definitely we pride ourselves on defense, so it can create a lot of opportunities on offense, and that's what we pride ourselves on.
Jonathan Fagan, Houston Chronicle. Eric, you made the late 3, the last Rockets bucket in last game, and then again late 3, even later tonight. Is there any different feeling as you're setting up and taking those shots in that situation than you might have felt throughout the game? Are you very aware of what's at stake as you take that shot, or is it just the next one?
Yeah, definitely. This, like I said, this is a game full of runs, and I remember the last game. I come off, I set a screen with CP. He hits me, and I'm wide open for a three. And James, same thing tonight. Penetrates. They kind of sag off, and he hits me for a three. So it's it's more about chemistry and looking for me, and I'm just prepared to I just got to be prepared to knock down the shot.
Eric, Dan Weinke with the Los Angeles Times. Kind of along those lines, throughout your career, you've been on a lot of teams that have been rebuilding or losing. What have these last two runs in the playoffs meant for you personally later in your career to kind of have these opportunities on this stage?
Yeah, it definitely means a lot. Being here has just been a blessing, and really get to show my opportunity of what I can do, and it's just been great. Been healthy here, and we've been winning, and it's just great to be a part of a situation like this.